Turn it on. Click the button.
There's a little red button on the bottom.
Yeah, just click it.
Alex, what do we do?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We don't know how to use these cameras.
That's street.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Smart.
Hi. All right, okay. Okay, hi, I'm Samantha.
And I'm Serena.
So we have this mutual friend, Sophia, and last year I ate snack with her and Serena didn't. So one day I was walking to meet Sophia at snack when I see her talking to Serena.
At this point, we have no idea who the other is. We've never interacted or even seen each other.
Right, so I'm walking over and I hear that they're discussing something rather loudly, almost like they're arguing. And as I get closer, I hear Serena say,
Seriously, the Kool-Aid Man is such an inspiration.
and Sophia responds,
No, he's not.
so I normally don't jump into conversations like this, but I decided to be spontaneous, and I came up to them and I said, honestly, Sophia, listen to her because she's right. The way he busts through walls, man, I wish I could bust through my problems like that.
In that moment, I looked at this random girl who had jumped into this random conversation with absolutely no context, and I thought, I like her.
And look at us now, a year later, best of friends.
All because of the Kool-Aid Man.
Now, you're probably wondering why the heck we're up here talking about the Kool-Aid Man of all things.
Trust, it'll all make sense.
Now, the Kool-Aid Man is something so random and arbitrary that it could easily be forgotten, but think about it.
If I hadn't been talking about the Kool-Aid Man, I probably never would have met my literal best friend. So how can the Kool-Aid Man, who plays such a little role, be the entire first part of the TED Talk?
If Serena had been talking about something decidedly less interesting, we probably would have never become friends. But because we both have like some of the most spontaneous minds on the planet, this happened.
Our actual point, we should acknowledge some of the overlooked, underappreciated things in life.
Like a bouquet of flowers,
Sunshine,
your favorite memory,
friends and family.
a can opener. What? It's really helpful, okay?
The Kool-Aid Man.
Right, another thing that we notice is that there's so many things that we take for granted that we should appreciate.
For example, I know a lot of you here have probably had a head cold at some point. You know the really bad ones where your nose is so stuffed you can barely breathe? You probably never truly realize how vital just inhaling is until you can.
I mean, have you ever even thought about how nice it is to do something as simple as breathing clearly? There are literally things like bodily functions that are so effortless that we rarely ever think about them. But when they've been eradicated from your day-to-day life, only then do you really start to realize how much you take them for granted.
All right, here's another thing to think about. A couple weeks ago, I sprained my thumb, as some of you may know. I figured I was only slightly inconvenienced and just wouldn't use my thumb until it healed.
Until she realized that she actually uses her thumb a lot in her day-to-day life.
For example, how many of you play a sport? I do.
Okay. How many of you do something with your hair every day?
How many of you text on your phone?
How many of you clap your hands, or pull something out of a bag, or hold on to something, or tie your shoes, or write literally anything?
I couldn't do any of that. My entire right hand was basically a Google, since I realized my fingers are literally useless without their all-powerful leader, the thumb.
Imagine suddenly not being able to do so many things. Things that we never really bat an eye at being able to do.
This whole experience has made me realize how much we take for granted every day.
What we're trying to say here is that we need to appreciate the little things in life. We never realize how much we're taking for granted or how many opportunities we're missing.
So just make sure you're really living, all right? Don't just go through life. Enjoy it. There's so many good things out there in the world. Take some time to appreciate them.
Stop and smell the roses, you'll surely be glad you did. Because even the smallest things can make a big impact.
Thank you.
Okay.
Really bad about
That's all.